Hi, welcome back. This is the latest of my Football Manager saves, and it's the big one. It's Spurs, and there's nothing better than beating that team up the road. So I'm just doing the pre-match tactical briefing, which I've just done. I've just told them what formation we're going for. We're going for our first choice keeper, Hector Bellerin on the right, Mustafi and Jimenez in the middle, Kolasinac, Ramsey, excuse me, Xhaka, Mesut Ozil, Alex Iwobi, Alexander Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah, which looks like this on the tactic screen. Granit Xhaka has just come back from injury, so I've got Diawara on the bench. In an ideal world, I'd start playing Diawara, but Granit Xhaka needs game time. So that's what's going on there. It's more or less a full strength squad. The only difference is, of course, I've put Lacazette up front in my sort of favoured formation that I'm getting more and more happy with each day. So we're going to go on to Spurs. Palace and Middlesbrough doesn't matter too much, that game. Middlesbrough walloped Palace. And yeah, here we go, Spurs, followed by Paris Saint-Germain, would you believe? Good. So one thing that I haven't explained yet, we had our youth intake after the last game, and this guy came through, who is a centre back. So I'm getting him trained up. We actually got a really good youth intake this year, but it's going to be really hard. I'm getting him tutored by Jose Jimenez at the moment. He's going to have to work on his marking, and of course his determination we know will improve. I purposefully chose Jimenez because he's got the most determination and bravery out of our centre-backs, if you compare him to Koscielny, who's injured, so I couldn't choose him, but he's 16 and 17, so he may have been better. But Jimenez has a determination rating of 15. He's got a bravery of 16, and he's also got this dives into tackle as a kind of a hidden player trait, which is why I've gone for him. Hopefully he'll pick that up. So it's a full strength squad apart from Koscielny. So let's go. Let's play the Spurs. So it's the early kickoff on the Saturday. It's the 12:45. And the only player we're missing is Koscielny. We are clear favourites. Spurs having a bit of a poor season. Let's go for it. It may have been better to play Diawara first, but Xhaka hasn't been out for long. It's not a long-term injury. Very good. So, Lloris in goal, Serge Aurier, Alderweireld, Danny Rose. It's not changed that much. I know we're only in the second season. Pizzi and Done. So no Harry Kane. I think they sold him to City, if I remember right. But we can look at that. I'm not sure who this Sterling fella is. Davinson Sanchez on the bench, Lamela on the bench, Dembele on the bench, Vertonghen. Let's see how we get on. I suppose then again, when you look up against our squad as well, there's not many changes from our squad in the 2 seasons from the first choice. I'm going to tell them to go out and impress me. Of course, it's a derby game, so I'm going to say I have faith. Let's go for it, eh? It's the worst that can happen. Players warming up. And Spurs kick off. This is a home game. Straight away win the ball back. Kolasinac clears. And considering it's the opening... I was going to say, it's the opening... animation, it seems to be going on for quite a while. Good to see that we're on top. Spurs having more of the possession. Both teams attacking the wings. We're 10 minutes in. Yeah, I guess looking at our team as well, our starting lineup today, there's not that much of a change there either. So this is Spurs on the attack. It's Pizzi, brings the ball in. Adone wins the header, puts it over. So there you go. Come on, Arsenal. This is supposed to be your arch rivals, isn't it? Being seriously overrun in midfield. Let's demand more. Right, this is Arsenal on the attack now. Bellerin. Wanyama wins it. Ramsey picks it up. Sprays it out wide. It's Kolasinac. He'll look for Iwobi. Iwobi picks the ball up. It's a great ball. And wins it. Yep. Okay. Fairly. Jimenez is able to pick that loose ball up. Play it across. Of course, Mustafi's there. Mustafi playing it across to Hector Bellerin. He's going to put a cross in. Lacazette's in there. But no. Yeah, oh yes. Let's just check what sort of crosses I've got in, because we've got Eddie Nketiah in the middle, which is where low passes may be. Low crosses, there you go. Because we have Nketiah in the middle. Sol Heung-min is injured, so Eric Lamela takes his place. Looks like Spurs, to be fair, have come out swinging. I didn't expect that. The scouting report says that they play defensively. And being that we've got the advantage over them, and even the home team advantage, I expected them to play us on the counter as well. But there's not that much in it, really. I have to say it's been a disappointing half. Should I tell us to push on for a little bit for the last 10 minutes or so? Disappointing half. We're going to need to do a lot better in the second half, so I think I'm going to give them a rocket. Because nothing's happened. Not a rocket, but I'm going to tell them I need to see a lot more from them. It's been disappointing. With Kolasinac being booked, I'm wondering if I can. Hits the ball. It's the sort of game where someone usually gets sent off. So let's. We struggled for possession in the opposition's half. Okay. Team talk. Far from pleased from what I've just seen. That usually motivates them and fires them up. Kolasinac seems aggressive and is on a yellow, so let's tell him that I need him to calm down. I think is fair. Because he seems aggressive and looks fired up, which is great. I love the passion, I really do. But okay, so let's go. How are we struggling for possession? Rambo to Mesut. This is only the opening end, but that's a foul. Just took his legs out. Anyway, okay. Looks like we're starting to turn the screw now anyway, so I will not be so bothered. I think we can all agree that there's not enough happening in this game. And actually Nketiah has been quiet. It's probably because he hasn't had any service. If we're getting seriously overrun in the midfield, let's just protect Granit Xhaka. And let's put all three up front, really go for it. This is Tottenham after all. Take Iwobi off and put on Pellegrini. We will change the service. Okay, it's back on which because I changed the thing, the formation, of course. So Pellegrini, Nketiah, and Lacazette. We've got Diawara in there, Ramsey. I can't think of anything else I would change apart from potentially Kolasinac. Let's see where we go with this. Let's see if this makes a difference now that we've got the three up front. Clearly not. Nketiah's having a stinker. It's unlike him. Hugo Lloris with the goal kick. I've switched to an attacking mentality because I feel like this is a game Spurs are there to be taken, and also because we is that his second booking? Yeah, it looks like he's about to get sent off. I didn't have another left back on the bench. I didn't have one, so that was always a risk. So let's change the. So first off, I don't think we should be going so attacking now. Let's put it to control. I still think we're good enough to do that. See, I haven't got any left back cover, which is really annoying. Gedson Fernandez at least play there. Play pretty much anywhere else. And fiddlesticks. Well, Mesut's not done much, or do we take Nketiah off? I feel like Nketiah's not done enough, so let's take off Nketiah. Was not expecting that. And let's put. I know it's a big risk because we're already down, but let's put this Lee Nelson fella on because he needs game time anyway. It's a big risk. Jimenez can't play on the left. I don't think Mustafi can either. No, but he might be able to play on the right. Can Bellerin play on the left? No! So it doesn't really matter who we put out there. I might as well put this Lee Nelson fella out there, to be honest. So it's a really strange... and what I'll do, I'll put Mesut as an advanced playmaker support still, but just slightly over. But I'll be very surprised if we win this game now, which is a shame. So Spurs, I thought they had a free kick. Or was that different? Okay. Ball comes in, 2 centre-backs go, Mesut hits it out. Dele Alli, right, Bellerin. So Lacazette, Pellegrini. God, if they can make something out of this, which would be all that space for Bellerin to run into, and they've got 2 of them closing him down. He brings the ball in, comes out. Now Nelson. Is that in? Oh my God! With an assist from the lad, he's 15 years old, Lee Nelson, and he's pinged the ball in there, playing out of position, and Pellegrini's scored. So we need to make sure that we're keeping it tight now. Spurs are going to come back absolutely swinging at us. This is a North London derby. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. I'm going to tell my team to concentrate because I think they need to. Well, not only do they need to concentrate, but I want to hold on to this lead. What a story! Because this team is going to have to play against Paris Saint-Germain's team. I've got no more subs to do. Mesut Ozil is knackered. To be honest, I could probably put Jack Wilshere in there if needs be. Mustafi's been totally dominant in the air. We're on the 85th minute. It's a goal kick for Hugo Lloris to take. I'm just wondering if... Right, in you go. Well done, Mustafi. Oh, you are joking. What a stupid mistake to make. After we went so well with 10 men and you bottle it like that. am shell-shocked. What would you say about that? What do you do with that? Okay. Well, let's just hope we hold on now. I even gave the shout concentrate. That's not concentrating, Mustafi. Okay. So I'm 92, 93. Bellerin, ball in. Laka, go on, and again follow up. Oh, could you imagine? 10 men of Arsenal. Of course, we got a 1-1 draw in real life at White Hart Lane, wasn't it? We went down to 10 men, and I think Alexis Sanchez, that's a foul. Thanks for the free kick. What, we're on 93 minutes. Come on, Arsenal. This would be amazing. Mesut, who else do you want taking your free kicks apart from Mesut Ozil? Ball in, Mustafi, make amends? No. Well, I'm glad I set up my corner kick so the two players had stayed back. What are we on? This is time added on. Mustafi with a towering header. Dyer. It's a bit of hand in hearts moment. Spurs keen to keep the game going. That's the full-time whistle. I guess after the sending off a draw, we can be happy with. I'm disappointed, particularly with Mustafi. I know that Kolasinac cost the team dearly. I think I've got to say to them, you were unlucky today, boys, because they played well. I think it's just a couple of individuals that let them down. So we move on to Paris Saint-Germain. And appeal against ban. No, I'm issuing him an official warning, and he'd better accept it as well. There you go. Thanks, Sayed Kolasinac. Of course, it doesn't work domestically. Well, that's handy. Mustafi and Jimenez. Ramsey, Xhaka, Mesut. Nketiah had a stinker, so I'm going to take him out and freshen it up by putting Pellegrini, who I really can't wait to see develop. I really can't wait to see him. He's going to be immense. I feel like this young lad Lee Nelson, I've offered him, look at that, 2.2 million he's worth. I feel like I should just interact and say that I was pleased with his performance in that last game. What? Form. Wing back against Spurs. Yeah, see, look. Okay. Interaction. Praise player. Praise last game. Don't think I was that going surprised by your parade. Listen, pal. I'm trying to do you a favour. Attitude. Jesus. Anyway, is there anything we want from it? I guess we want to see how United get on. They're away at Liverpool. So that's quite a big one to see how they're getting on. See if they can drop points. City away at Everton as well. So there's a lot of big things happening. Chelsea beat Cardiff. City lost to Everton, so that's mental. And then so Liverpool United at Anfield. This could go anywhere. So let's see how this goes. And Liverpool beat them. So there you go. That takes the pressure off. 9 games to go. What's that? Considering we drew against Spurs, I guess it's probably benefit to us. In theory, we've gained a point rather than lost 2 in the title race. Room for improvement, Kolasinac. Didn't mention about Mustafi's misplaced pass gifting their centre forward a goal, did it? Didn't mention that. I guess looking at our running, so we've got Derby after we play Paris Saint-Germain, who are piss poor. I might even start that Lee Nelson, considering he thinks he's so good. And then we've got Newcastle, Watford, Man United. I don't see that as such a crunch game, but Man United and Liverpool in quick succession. Stoke, it's always good to beat Stoke. They're doing really well. Then we've got Burnley, Palace. Burnley are 18th. Palace are 16th. So we've got a mixture here. Chelsea are not the team that they... Well, 7th. But they're not. Courtois, Azpilicueta, Zuma. Still got Cesc Fabregas. Still got Morata. They got a good side still. Eden Hazard. Can only think he's just come back from injury. Oh, they've got Icardi as well. Look at that. But he's been out. Great player. Finishing 19. Obscene. I don't know how they're only 7th. And then Swansea on the final game of the season, 17th. So we should be bringing this title home. Or should I say retaining the title. Let's just give it a little look. Come on. Yeah, so this is their ridiculous scouting report. I don't know why they're having El Neni playing there. And we're at home this time. We won 1-0 in the first game. So do you know what? I'm suggested to do attacking movement. I'm going to do defensive positioning because we don't need to score. They need to score. So, good. Maitland-Niles is doing well. Henri sings Nicketeer's praises, so that's good. Everything's going in the right direction. That's nice to see. And this. Arsenal player, Hector Bellerin. Yeah, you see, this is what I'm saying about that right-hand side. It's so important you have a decent, complete wing-back on the right, and it makes all the difference with this formation. Handle the briefing. Again, I'm going to use the same tactic. I'm just wondering, because I'll put Diawara in anyway. If I put Diawara as starting, and I'm just wondering, I'm half tempted to put Xhaka in defensive midfield spot. I won't, because I think it's faffing a little bit. So we'll go with that formation, and they'll go, I think it's too attacking for us. Okay, maybe not. They did last time. Let's see, Paris Saint-Germain, bring it, you know. Kolasinac is in the doghouse with me at the moment, but nevertheless, we will start him because of that special little bond he has. Surprised Mesut Ozil doesn't have a bond with this Pellegrini yet. Play together a lot. Okay, make sure Xhaka's on the bench because I can see me using him at some point. Again, Kolasinac needs to stay on the field. Should have taken him off in that game before anyway. I just didn't have any options that I could use. I don't use this shout, so I'm going to use it. And it did fuck all. So, I have faith in you. I have faith in you. And I have faith in you. Big match this. If we can get past Paris Saint-Germain, I'll be very happy. In fact, I might even forget about the Spurs result if we manage to get through from here. It might be enough to help me get over it. Well, 8 seconds in, so far so good. That's a foul. Kolasinac. Is he going to get booked again? No. Too early, maybe. Pellegrini injured. Well, this is going well, isn't it? Right. So the game's been going for 3 minutes, and already you've injured my centre forward. Thanks for that. Cheers. Right. Nketiah on. Low crosses. Go. And the silly thing is that at that point, we had made 2 fouls. They hadn't made any. So what was he injured for? It makes no sense. Right, Ramsey. Laka. Hector. Low cross, go on. That'll do. Iwobi, back post. There you go. Playing football the Arsenal way. So we'll take that. Happily. Again, it's all coming from the right. So... Iwobi at the back stick. And do you know what? This game can be as boring as you like. Keeper. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. 15 minutes in, still nothing for Paris Saint-Germain. They haven't had a sniff. And let's not forget they need 2 goals now. But if they get 2, they're through on away goals. Ozil, spray it out left. Kolasinac. Good. Iwobi. Oh, is there more? Iwobi, square it. Nketiah. Oh, it's 2. And wow. Wow. How about that? I really feared Paris Saint-Germain. I really feared them. First time pass from Kolasinac, who needs to make up for that Spurs game. But yeah, well played. Well played Arsenal. 2-0. And it's looking like a mountain to climb now for Paris Saint-Germain. Probably, to be honest, too much. Too much for them. But I said that in the Blackburn game or something similar, and it was a bit squeaky bum at the end. So 22 minutes gone, 23. Arsenal with the lion's share of possession. I'm not going into control mode or anything else. This seems to be working quite well. I don't need the goals, and quite frankly, I don't want to risk anything by making a monumental change. So we'll happily play this out. As long as no one does some stupid back pass that gets intercepted, we should be alright. But Iwobi with a cross. Iwobi picks it up again. Another cross. Diawara now. It's going to spray it out to the right, no doubt. Yep, that's good. Bellerin in space. Looking to pick across. And Iwobi at the back stick. Nothing. Cavani picks up the ball. Well, there you go. That was the highlight for you. But really, absolutely delighted with how this game's going. Absolutely delighted. Got more of the possession. It's 32 minutes gone. We're 2-0 up. The only black mark on this game really is the injury to Pellegrini. I hope it's nothing serious. But the fact it forced him off in the 3rd minute says that it's probably going to be a long-term absentee, which is less than desirable, but I guess it gives an opportunity for Lee Nelson to come, not Reece Nelson to come into the game, and helps us rest. Iwobi has been almost untouchable so far, so kudos to Alex Iwobi. Team talk, way to go. I'm very happy. Keep it up, lads. I won't do individuals, but I'll just crack on. Straight out to Bellerin. Nicotia? Oh. Do you know what? I just thought it was just the opening animation from the half. And how wrong was I? Could have been a goal. Big Mo picking the ball up. That's, I think, the surprising part about this is how... Oh, go on, Iwobi. Oh, was that a save? Yeah, great save. Well done. Can't help but feel that Iwobi did the hard work and probably could have finished that. But we won't moan. He's been brilliant so far, and we're 2-0 up on the night. Mbappe. Diawara's back to cut that out. Right, so we'll wait until about 55-60 minutes, and then we are going to make a sub. And the sub is going to be Mesut Ozil, I think. And I might even take Lacquer off as well. How about that? Go to a conventional defensive lineup and see the game out. So they've brought on Angel Di Maria for Kylian Mbappe. This is what I mean. Their players that they have at their disposal is amazing. And then I just can't help but feel that Alex Mohamed El Neni is a bit of an odd one. But so let's take Mesut off and protect him for Granit Xhaka. And play him in a defensive midfield, ball-winning midfielder and defend me. I'm just wondering, do we put Diawara there and Xhaka? It just gives Diawara a bit more of a rest. Especially it looks like they're on the attack. So the other thing we'll take off Lacquer, who started the game, and put on Reece Nelson. And we'll stick him out here with an inside forward on support mode. Kolasinac on a booking again. If he gets sent off again, really no help. Right, confirm changes. And it's more about just keeping, protecting the big names for future games. I still cannot believe we've done this. 67 minutes gone. Yeah, El Neni's definitely the weak link in that team when you look at all the players on that team sheet. Now there's an interesting name they've got down there. It's Sergei Krivitsov. And I used to sign him many editions of Football Manager ago. He's a centre-back. And he was some sort of I want to say he was Polish, or and I think he played for Shakhtar at one point. But I remember him in one of the editions having Iwobi, immense stats. And I'm talking heading, marking, and tackling were all in the high teens, really high teens. And I remember stumbling across him. So when this game's done, I'm going to have a look at his stats because, in fact, I'll do it now. Yeah, there you go, Ukraine. So, all right, I was wrong with Polish, but he was heading, marking, tackling. There you go. He's playing for Shakhtar. He hasn't quite become the player, but I absolutely love that. So hold on, is he playing for? No, they bought him in this game. Yeah, in this save. So otherwise, he's still at Shakhtar in real life. Then that means. Yeah, small world. 86 minutes gone. It's going to take a miracle now for Paris Saint-Germain to score 3 goals. 2 minutes time added on. See it out, Arsenal. Well done. This must be the end of game animation. I've got to say I'm really, really impressed by that. Really impressed. And they've made up really for that abomination of the Spurs game. Maybe they knew it was coming. Well done, lads. Do you know what? I'm going to give them a passionate... I'm very happy with the result and the way that you played. I was not expecting that. I thought that was the end of the line for us. So I'm happy with that. So... yeah, Pellegrini injured 2 weeks. 5.34 million, and Bellerin was on form. He's been absolutely spanking, and I'm so glad I've got him tied down on a contract because he has been absolutely spanking. And yeah, United and Barca want him. Well, I tell you what, let's just make this absolutely clear. If you want him, you're paying, there you go, upwards of 120 million. There is no way I'm letting him go for less because he's highest average rating, says it all. Top goal scorer, Alex Lacazette. Pellegrini, get well soon. Look at his strength. 17. He's 17 years old and he's 17 in strength. This is what I'm talking about. And yeah, could do with working on his pace, but everything's going in the right direction for this lad. He is going to be a star. So there you go. What have we got up next? We have got up next Derby, and then Newcastle, Watford. So probably the next game I'll show is the Man United, I think, rather than do every other game or anything stupid like that. But we've got Derby, Newcastle and Watford. And in Derby, I will play, and I'll go back through the results, but in Derby as well, I will play that young Lee Nelson, is his name, and I will play him and give him a run out for Derby, against Derby. Okay, thanks very much.